Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004 here on my channel, and I've got a brand new studio. That's why it's been a while. I've been working through this new studio thing for a little while, and I finally am able to unveil it. Now, if you guys remember, I did record a few episodes without my camera on and all that other stuff, but finally, I've been able to get my camera back on. I do look a little lighter because I got a really big overhead light. I'm working on getting some new lights in eventually, so forgive me if I look a little off color, you know what I'm saying? Or a lot lighter than normal. This light is something I can't really control. It has like 3 light bulbs in it. It's above my head. So I can't really control that, unfortunately. I mean, unless I just turn myself that way, but then that would require me having to change my whole setup in the room around. And that's something I just don't want to do right now. So forgive me if I'm a little shiny at times. Now, where did we leave off? Oh yeah, NASCAR Thunder 04. So I'm sitting here looking at this and it seems like we are 6th in the standings, 139 points back. Okay. And we got the Coke 600 coming up. And if I remember correctly, we did the All-Star race where we didn't do all that great, but we did have great equipment. So if that's the case, I don't need to waste too much time on that, right? But I do need to double check something. I need to find my cost cap. Hold on. Let's find that real quick. Got it. Okay. So we are $179,000 in the red, and it was Richmond before. So yeah, we're $179,000 in the red, which means we can't do any like upgrades or changes to our car unless we're going to continue to be in the red. We don't want to be in the red, so we want to come out with a win today in our best equipment possible, while also having probably the most amount of rivals that I could possibly have, because I ticked everybody off at the All-Star race. And to be quite honest, once again, I just do not care about these people. So without further ado, let's go ahead and build our car. We're going to bring the same car we had at the All-Star race. And I am going to bring out the engine that has 63 power and 60 efficiency, because it's a little bit better than engine number 3. And then, of course, for the body, well, obviously, it's the best body we can muster. 67 overall rated car. Let's go to the track. Let's get some qualifying done. It's about that time. And it's good to be back in NASCAR Thunder. I hope you guys are ready too. Our first qualifying back in NASCAR Thunder 04 has been a minute, hasn't it, guys? I do apologize, and I know for a fact a lot of you guys have been looking forward to this, but I've also unveiled some new things while we're doing these laps. I feel really comfortable with the car. So I've unveiled some new things since the last episode of NASCAR Thunder 04. I'm doing F1 24. I am still working on getting the solo career up and running in the Williams, but I'm also doing a 2-player career with me and my good friend Casey. She and I are going to try to take on a year as a Williams team, and hopefully we'll be pretty decent. So that is P1 across the line here in our first lap back in NASCAR Thunder 04. Got into the wall here on lap 2. I don't think it's going to be a better lap, but we are going to have to adjust the gear ratio a bit. We are starting to peg the red line. And we're getting 200 miles an hour before heading off into the corner, which is really cool to see. All things considered, since we already know that it's been a while since we've been in victory lane. See if we can get ourselves a dub. Pole position is here. Let's go racing.
Welcome everyone to Charlotte, North Carolina. It's time once again for the running of the Coca-Cola 600 here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. And EA Sports is here to bring you all the action. This is a hometown crowd for a lot of these drivers.
A lot of these teams are based in this area, and this is a 2,000-acre dream come true for any NASCAR fan. I don't think there's a bad seat anywhere in this place, and there's always great racing to go along with it.
The Nikon car has an impressive average finish this year.
Man, he is amazing. And what a charge towards the championship that gives him. You don't even need that many wins if you're finishing in the top 10 every week.
Jeff Gordon has a remarkable qualifying average this year.
Starting up front is a big advantage, as you don't have to use the car up to get to the front of the pack. That means when it comes to money time, you still have something left.
How about the consistency shown by Dale Jarrett?
That's right, and I think you'll have an excellent run in this one as well. I spoke to the crew chief this morning, and he assured me that they have a very fast hot rod.
Oh man, it feels so good to be back. It feels so good. And we're rolling off P1, so we've got everything in our own corner. It's our destiny, and we got 40 laps. Oh my god, I didn't realize it was 40 laps. Okay. We just got to make the car last for 40 laps, which means we got to make it work for maybe the first 20. I mean, we're not pulling the best in terms of fuel efficiency for probably some of these other drivers. So down into turn 3 and 4 for the first time. And I think for the first time in a minute, I think we'll lead a lap here. No, I think we led a lap at Richmond, but we really had to fight for that lap. We waltzed away from people. So we made a small change to the gear ratio, changed out the rear end, and bumped it up just a little, or bumped it down just a little to give us a little bit more top end speed, which should keep us from blowing the motor like we did at Texas. Those who remember Texas, and if you don't, okay, 3 laps down, guys. Oh man, it feels really good to be back. I'm in my own little studio now. You know, I got everything in order. Got the audio a little bit better than I expected it to be. Still got to do a little bit more fine tuning and tweaking. I got to change a few more settings. But y'all don't really care about that. Have you guys been watching NASCAR lately, guys? It's been a very impressive, last couple of weeks. And Formula One, for that matter, has also been very impressive. We already got a car out, and I believe that's Jack Sprague. That looks about in the Jack Sprague-ish area for pit road. So it might be the 0 car. And that is the 0 car. I can see it ever so slightly off to my left. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get my head down, click off a few laps, and I'll check up with you guys if there's something interesting that happens.
That's a good job.
So I just ran my best lap of the race, lap 8. And the car is still feeling really good. We've actually started walking away from the field too behind. Like each lap, I feel like the gap is beginning to grow. And I'm not really too focused on doing too much. You know, like during the All-Star race, I was like, oh man, I got to do a lot. But during this race, the Coke 600 is like, you can just kind of relax. And maybe taking the break, the vacation and the break that I took, you know, for moving, you know, all that other stuff. Then I had my anniversary. You know, happy 3 years to my wife. And on top of that, I added on and, you know, just went up a level in terms of my age. Like things are looking up, you know. Work is going good. Life is going pretty decent. I mean, everything is working.
25. Good lap.
Reconnected with my old buddy Garrett. Things are working out.
Keep an eye on it.
The right front is wearing down on lap number 10 is not such a good thing. Did I just talk to y'all for 2 straight laps? I must have really missed y'all. Okay. Oof, got into the wall finally. And I broke my deck lid. I believe that is another race, another deck lid that is going to be. I tried to slow it down into the corner, but it just did not want to slow and or turn. So a hazard to want to loosen the car up, because if I loosen the car up, I feel like we're going to run into another issue. A lot to think about. We're at halfway on fuel on lap 12. So I think the tires are going to be the bigger issue for us. So if that's the case, we might come down pit road if our tire can manage, and if our tire wear holds up and the car doesn't feel like awful at the end of the run, we might bring it down on lap 24. That gives us a few extra laps of fuel than probably everybody else, but it will also mean that we can run a little bit less on the tires too. So we'll probably go long this time and then shorter for the end of the race, which means we shouldn't run into this issue later on, as long as the car isn't atrocious. So fingers crossed. Leave a comment on what you think the car should look like this time for the next, few races. I've done blue and yellow. I think we did black and silver at one point. That drew the ire. All the cars on the track. I thought I was intimidated. Just got into the wall again with the right rear. That's great. Yeah, give me some ideas on the color for the car. Like, if we like somehow find a way to win this race, I want a new color. Also, I need to go ahead and give that major shout out to my boy Steven W13. I think it's 1323. It's been a while since I last did a shout out, and I'm sorry, Steven, if I just butchered your whole username. But it'll be linked down in the description for those that are curious. Steven has been working really hard on his NASCAR content. He's done NASCAR Thunder 04. He's done 05. Now he's doing, I think, NASCAR 2010, maybe 2011. I could be wrong, Steven. But he's kind of progressively getting newer on the games. He's also done NASCAR 2003 Dirt to Daytona. He's been doing that lately. So check out Steven's channel if you can. And while you're at it, check out my boy Mark. Mark is an amazing commentator, but he also puts together his own videos. So if you ever want just a little bit of chill, laid back content, check out Mark's channel. Mark is really cool. I think I'm catching some kind of lemming back here on like lap 17. I think I'm catching the back of the field. Actually, I am catching the back. I have absolutely walked the leaders today. But if you guys remember what I said about the whole tire wear thing, the car is beginning to feel really bad. It's going to pass the 43 car. That man is moving so slow, he's losing the actual back of the pack.
49, 49. Oh, yeah.
At least he'll finish ahead of the 0 car. We'll see where he winds up in the standings. If we really care, right, guys? Okay. Slowly going to start working our way through the back half of the field here on lap 19. Again, I still need to be concerned about the tires. And I just got word from my spotter that the other leaders are starting to come in. They're going to try to undercut. I picked up undercutting as a term, by the way, lately. Let me know if it works. That came from F1. If the 46 car does not get out of my way, my guy, you are slow. You're slowing me up. I don't like it.
Let's go.
The goal of getting through lap traffic is to get through as much lap traffic as possible so that when I come down pit road, I don't have to worry about you guys being that annoying. Oh, it felt like the thing of dreams.
We're way low on gas. The 4 car has got to run on you.
Oh no, Kenny Wallace, what are you doing back here? Aren't you usually somehow qualifying near the front of the field and now you're running in the back? Oh my.
29, 80.
By the way, Kenny Wallace is a really good guy.
The most laps today. That's 5 bonus points. Got
I
one.
love hearing that from my spotter. Oh, you've led the most laps today. And I really do need to rebound because a good, strong finish today would really set us up really well for the championship. Especially if we start chipping into Jeff Gordon's points lead and or anybody else's as well. Because there's a lot of guys who are really close. We're still within a shot of it in the top 6. So
All right.
this is it. I think this is the lap we're going to come in.
Some of the leaders
1.1.
coming in together. They're on both sides.
Should still actually have some guys a lap down when I come back down.
Worn tires won't help us. Be careful. All right.
Several of the crews now on the wall.
You know what? I feel really good. I feel like my team is going to give me a good 16-second pit stop. So we will go ahead and try to repair the damage. There's Dale Jarrett on pit road, and we got held up by Dale Jarrett. Hate that logic. Come on, boys.
One can of racing fuel going in. The crew will now swing over to the left side. This will be a
Come on.
4-tire stop. 4 tires and 2 cans of 76 racing fuel.
Repair that damage. Oh, they fixed my deck lid a little bit better. Oh, you guys are in trouble now.
There's traffic. Take it easy. Okay, we're clear.
Okay, we're out. Stay low. Staying low. Staying low.
Busy. Leaders are headed in.
Okay, we're back up.
We're all
So we got to get the 37, the 02. Now, we passed them right before we came to pit road, so maybe repairing the damage was not the best idea, but we are definitely ahead, and I honestly can't tell from the blend area, you know, where the rest of the leaders are, where this top 5 is. So whoever the current leader is just got themselves 5 bonus points. That's the 9 car.
The leaders are about a second and a
They
half
went real.
ahead. Got one outside.
There's Kenny Wallace.
We're clear.
Oh, and the car is repaired too, guys. Like when I say repaired, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I went through that corner. I don't know if it was new tires or what or not.
Gotta keep the tires in good shape to be fast,
Of
buddy.
course, I wouldn't stand there when I'm talking about the car, but whatever. Small cosmetic. I don't think it was.
28.85. That was a great
So we're
lap.
5 seconds ahead of Dale Jr., who's going to start working his way through traffic. I'm just going to keep working my way through traffic. And if he somehow finds a way to catch, there was a slowdown over there. But if he finds a way to catch up to me, then I mean, more power to him.
The 11 car is outside.
Red Bodine tried to squeeze me coming off the corner, guys.
Number 11 is still there.
6.3.
You're flying out there, buddy. Good job.
We've left.
Clear on both sides.
Sorry, Junior. You might have wanted the Coke 600, but I wanted it more. We haven't won since the Daytona 500. It'll be good to put this in 53 back. All we got to do is just close out the day. We got Matt Kenseth on the outside of the 41. Kenseth is like a negative 50 rival. He won't slam into me. There's some pretty serious rivals up ahead, but you know, 28 laps in, I think we're going to be just kind of coasting from here on out. Last thing I think I would need though is caution. All right, it's been a few laps since I gave an update. So lap 33, and we are now 9.9 seconds ahead of the 8 car. And we've just lapped down Joe Nemechek. I get Ricky Craven. It looks like even further ahead based on the color. I can see like a faint tinge of orange. And we are rapidly closing. We've also scraped into the wall a few more times. As you can see, the deck lid is officially back open and to the wind, which is not helping us balance a little bit, but it's
Wow, you're fast. You're halfway on fuel.
This is around the time when I knew that the tires would begin to wear out for us. We still got the drive in and we got the drive off still. I can kind of keep the foot in, you know, middle of it off. So that's really where it matters the most.
I want to see more of those laps. Good job.
Number 32 has got a run on you.
Okay, we're clear.
This is more like an old school Coke 600. I mean, I do wish there was like the logic in this was a little bit better, where AI would make more mistakes and cause, you know, their own cautions. I mean, right now we're looking solid.
Number 01 is putting a
I got Jerry Nadeau, and then I got the 38. Elliott Sadler.
That was a quick lap.
About.
Clear. I'm sure our sponsors don't want to see a beat-up car, buddy.
Oh, Elliott Sadler, you have ticked me off in a race where I am doing the best. If I get back to you and it's the white flag lap for me, I'm spinning. I will spin you. Because on the white flag lap, it doesn't matter what happens.
31, hey, car looks real good out there.
So, got to stay above it. Elliott Sadler is not, he's a small fish in the big pond.
Got one eye.
It's not good enough to be worth my energy.
Still there. Number 38
Not worth my
is
energy.
getting in your way. The 01 car is all over your back bumper. Clear. 38 car, it's up high. 29, 69.
Keep it up. Great lap.
Clear on both sides.
I did a pass in the grass. Comments, you guys better be happy about me doing this, Elliott. I'm just ignoring it because we got a race win in mind. That's what we got in mind right now. It's on the line. A win.
All clear, buddy.
Did I manage to tick off all the Ford drivers? Holy crap, I got Jeff Burton mad at me too. Okay. Already been doored by one lemming.
For you to get around it.
Now we just got to see if we can get past another one.
Try to keep him behind you.
He actually did some serious damage. I guess they were built Ford tough back then.
Don't push your fuel too far. Come on in when you're ready.
We better push the fuel all the way to the end. We going to the end, baby.
29, 72.
Great lap. Great lap.
despite getting hit by Elliott Sadler and Jeff Burton, I got a 12.7 second lead over Dale Jr. I wonder, can I get Ward Burton? I wonder, should I lap him down? I did lap his brother. You know what? Gotcha. I got Ward Burton at the end, but we got the win. We got the dub. That is what I love. Ooh, that feels so good to come back to. Victory.
The yellow flag didn't fly at all in this one.
That's pretty amazing. It says a lot about the quality and true talent of these NASCAR Winston Cup drivers.
The Nikon car truly dominated this race.
Yeah, no doubt he deserves the victory. What an incredible race for all the guys on that team.
The 53 car has someone new to look out for on race day.
You don't make it into Cup racing without being competitive. And sometimes those instincts get a little out of hand. It should be fun to see what happens next.
I won't lie to y'all. I kind of forgot that there was a victory celebration at the end there, but we got a dub. It's the first win in a long time. Okay, first win in a long time. We led 39 of the 40 laps. Of course, you know, Bill Elliott had to lead a lap because it's Austin Bill from Dawsonville. But we did beat Dale Jr. Ryan Newman wound up climbing to 11th, and then of course Jeff Gordon finishing in 4th. That means I didn't gain as many points on him as I would have liked. But this should have supplanted me firmly in the top 5, hopefully. But that doesn't really matter. Let's kind of look a little bit further down. I managed to lap up to 16th place. Can you guys have imagined had we had all the speed in the car? I could have had even more. As a matter of fact, I think I did see Bill Elliott before lapping Ward Burton. I couldn't get to him, but that would have been nice to have gotten the guy who stole one lap from me. He would have given me my lap back. Nice to see that though. Oh, and sorry, let's go down the rest of the top lineup. So it was me, Dale Jr., Ryan Newman, Jeff Gordon, and Dale Jarrett in your top 5. And then your bottom half of the top 5, Tony Stewart, Bobby Labonte, Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson, as well as Mark Martin. Mark Martin has been on a rebounding tour for a minute. Although starting 4th and finishing 10th didn't really help him out too much, okay? Let's be real. Then it's Kurt Busch, Ricky Rudd, Sterling Marlin, Rusty Wallace, and Bill Elliott for your top 15. Not bad. Now, let's go ahead and head back to our home track, which is in Atlanta, and figure out what we're going to do next. Can't believe it. We won the Coke 600. Yes! It feels good to get back to the race shop with a win underneath our belts. And with Atlanta's sister track, Charlotte, out of the way, I'm really happy. So, taking a look back after winning only the Daytona 500, we finally cracked back into victory lane with the win at Lowe's. But now we've got Dover and then Pocono. So we've got a really strong slate of speedway tracks to go off of. Now, the good thing is that we did gain $270,000 after that race. So if we take out our trusty calculator, which I should probably just always keep open on the PC here, we're going to go from negative 179 to $91,000. Again, not much we can do with, but it was good that we were able to get that car back home in one piece, because every piece of equipment, essentially, except for one engine, is looking extremely worn, or at least showing a little bit of wear. Not too bad yet, but it will get worse as time goes on. And we're going to have to keep an eye on this, because if this continues down the same path, we might have to break the rule a bit and start reapplying ourselves towards other things in our garage. That, or we can fire all of our staff and get new people, but don't really want to lose our guys. Our guys have been doing well. They're all pretty happy, and I think it's a good team. So no big deals yet. Keep in mind, our sponsorship is running out in the next 6 races. So that is up next on the list of things that we need to be aware of and watch out for. Dover is next on NASCAR Thunder 2004 on the channel. Our career mode is doing pretty well. 13 races in, despite a few hiccups here and there. We're looking pretty solid, and we're firmly in the top 5, 121 points or so back from Dale Earnhardt Jr., the new points leader. So there's a lot left to do. If you like today's video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Leave some comments down below as well. I'll see you guys next time. Be easy, everybody. It's been so long since I've been able to say that. See you guys soon.